Hello everyone, this is Dr. Monali Banerjee. Today I am here to speak about menstrual health. So first, let me tell you that today is World's Menstrual Hygienic Health Day. So the theme of this year is action and investment in menstrual hygiene and health. Now, moving ahead, so before I speak about it, I would like to give you all a very general information about what actually this menstrual thing is. So, here, as you can see, this is the model of a human female pelvic. So, not going much deep into it, as you can see, generally it has a opening this side, and inside this lies one organ. So this organ is nothing but the uterus. In layman language, हिंदी में इसको बोलते हैं बच्चादानी. तो इस बच्चादानी में क्या होता है? बच्चादानी, आप बस इतना समझे कि बच्चादानी का एक लेयर है. जैसे हमारा ये स्किन है, स्किन के अंदर भी लेयर्स होते हैं ना, वैसे ही इस बच्चादानी के अंदर भी अलग अलग लेयर्स है. तो जो सबसे अंदर का लेयर है वो टूट के निकल जाते हैं. Repeating it in English, this is the model. So here inside our pelvic cavity lies an organ which is the uterus. So the uterus is somewhere where the implantation takes place. So if you can see it very clearly, I hope you can see this. So inside this uterus there are three layers. The innermost layer here, it shreds out. So shredding of this innermost layer is only called menstruation. If I explain you with a diagram, so I'll be presenting it as, this is our uterus. This uterus, which I have shown you, the same thing I'm drawing here. So this uterus, it has three layers. So the innermost layer of the uterus, that shreds out every month. This shredding is only called menstruation. Now, I hope you all are clear with what menstruation is all about. It's a cycle that lasts for 28 days. Now, why knowing about menstruation is so important? It's important because this is the baseline of every girl who is going to turn into a woman and to a mother. If the menstruations is not taking place, the shredding is not proper, there may be any hormonal imbalance, so it can cause infertility. Though there are solutions to that also, and we can resolve it naturally. Now, I will like to limelight few important points here. Being a girl, you have a little knowledge of what menstruation is all about. But being a boy, do you have a knowledge? I think no. And there will be very few boys who can speak about this topic. So, if this thing continues, then in near future what is going to happen is, even if we see the number of absenteeism in girls, teenage girls especially, it's just because of hesitation. They have their periods, they don't go to school because they think ki if they go to school and they get stains in their skirts, the boy will look at her and ask her several questions. But in the changing trend, it is not so. If you are a mother and if you can educate your son about it, you can educate him. Don't give him all the ideas, just explain him कि बेटा this is something that happens. So if you see any girl, किसी को भी अगर ये होता है ना, don't laugh and make fun of her. Instead, just go and ask her if she needs any help. Try to protect her. Okay? Now, today I will not talk much about a deep thing, why menstruation. I have already explained you the pathology, but I'm not going to explain everything, like ये क्यों होता है, क्या क्या factors responsible है, no, because that will be very long and the video will go very long, so I don't want that. So let's make it short and simple. Now, I'll give you some tips about. अब हम जानेंगे कि जब हमारा मासिक धर्म चलता है तो हमें क्या क्या चीज़ें यूज़ करना चाहिए. So now I am going to discuss about all the menstrual hygienic products that are available to us. So first being the sanitary pad. Sanitary pad all of us know, okay? The one that I am using is not the cotton pad but the other pad which is available on the market. Second thing which we have is tampons. So I have this tampons. I don't have the applicator to it, but I have the head. I'll explain each and everything how you will be using it. Third thing which is very famous these days is nothing but the menstrual cups. Now let me start. First I'll talk about the sanitary pad. So I'll give a tip also to the school going girls if they are watching this video, like whenever they are at school they should always carry one bag with them where they'll put a extra layer, extra panty and a sanitary pad followed by few septic pins in case there is some emergency. So how will you be using the sanitary pad? So the usage is very simple. You have this layer, you have to remove it. Then this, remove it, stick on your panties, and it's easy to go. Second thing is tampons. So how will you be using the tampons? So as you can see, it has a head. It's of the shape of the penis. So this portion will go and it will fit inside your vagina. So what is vagina? Vagina is nothing but suppose this is the uterus and it's like this. So the opening of the uterus, this thing is the vagina. Okay. So how will you be inserting the tampons? You have the applicator, you keep it in it and then just give a push. So it goes and gets stuck to the cervix area. It doesn't harm, okay? It doesn't harm. It will get stuck to that area. It's almost near to the opening of the uterus and it will just it will just soak the blood which the uterus is shedding. And after it is full, here now it is like thin. So after it is full, it will inflate. And then you can easily, you have a string attached to this. So that string will lie outside. You can see it from outside, okay? Your vulvar area, you can pull it out. Third thing is menstrual cup. It's very easy and quite famous these days. So this is the opening of the cup and this is this portion, it is closed, okay? So you don't have to worry about leakage and all. It's very rare that you have leakage. And what are the modes of application? Like you can cut it and keep it inside, and I'll make another video where I'll be explaining about the usage of all these things. Now we come to that point where we actually talk about hygiene. So first thing is wash your vulvar area nicely. If you are using V-wash or anything, I'll just request you, I'll just suggest you, don't use anything when you are on your periods. Those 5 days, nothing should be used. Second thing, whenever you are going to a washroom, okay, just make sure after you pee, you clean your area in this direction. You have the habit of cleaning, like there are people who have the habit of cleaning just like this, okay? Don't do so. Clean it, wash it with water, okay? And just not only focus on your anal area, clean the entire area. You have your 2 lips here, if you can see. Wash this lips also, because many a times what happens, the blood clots, it gets stuck and you're not sure, like even you suppose you're having your periods maybe for the second time or so and there is no proper education, so that gets stuck. So in that case, clean it very nicely. Now second thing that I will like to focus on is don't use 2 products together. like you're using the pad as well as the cup. No, don't do that. It will create a rash in your pubic area. Okay, now keep a separate underwear when you are on your periods, just because in case you leak, you have stains, so you keep an extra pair and you go and wash it immediately. This will prevent any of the infections to transmit further. Napkins. You should always change your napkin every 4 to 5 hours, whether it is full or not. If the flow is very high, change it the moment you see it is full. uh, just that way, because this will actually help you to stop the transmission. Like for example, you are wearing the sanitary pad which is already full, so you know what will happen, it will stain your clothes. The moment it stains your clothes, whatever you're wearing outside, that thing will also get infected, and you have to wash it separately. Second, other thing is, don't wear black colored panties when you are on your periods, and in fact in normal everyday life also. And try not to wear synthetic pants also. Always wear cotton pants. Now there are few reusable pads also which are available on markets these days. So the best thing that you can use is that. Why? Because the normal pad, it takes almost around 500 to 800 years to get decomposed. Each pad takes 500 years. So you can just think how much harm we are causing to the environment. Now, the panties also which you are wearing, you should remove it, dry it in sun, and then use it. Okay, not that you have washed and then properly ऐसे सुखा के you're wearing it. No, don't do that. Use only one thing that I've already focused on, because that's much more important. If you're using tampons, just focus on using tampons. If you're using cups, just to use cups. There are various size of cups which are available on your market. There are various tampons which are available. So based on your flow, you can choose it accordingly. Now, now the question is, how often should I clean my vulvar area? You should clean it every time you use your toilet, not only during your mens but in every day. Now I have already explained you how what is the method of washing. The method is not this. No, do it in this way. Like there are three openings. One is urinary opening, from here where the urine comes, followed by the vulvar opening where all the discharges comes from, and then you have the anus opening. So the direction should always be this, not this. Okay. Now, before I end my video, I like to focus on few of the myths which are going on in the market. When a girl, she's on her periods, she's not allowed to cook. She's not allowed to go inside the kitchen. Why? Because they think she will contaminate the food. But there is nothing like that. Nothing is impure. She's actually a pure. She's also a human being, right? Now, calling her impure is not good. Like, how can she be impure? Just because she's shedding the blood? No, it's not that. Now, sanitary pads. People are often, it's normally told that sanitary pad should be kept in a secret place where nobody goes and sees, where nobody will go and touch. Why is it so? It's similar to that of a shampoo, right, which you're using, or maybe anything that you're using in your day-to-day life. So, it's better to keep it anywhere. That's not an issue. There are few cultures where a girl is made to sleep outside the house or maybe in some different room, and the reason being is just because she's on her periods, so nobody should get to know. How come it be possible? Are you making her sleep somewhere else and you're saying the people should not know that she's on her periods? This is nothing but just a rubbish. I believe like it's personal thing, and we are all growing up, so that's a positive sign and we should take it in a positive way. Smell, the smell of menstrual, there is no specific smell of menstrual bloods. It's just that of a normal thing. Now how can people smell you? Like, no, I don't think so. And exercise, yes, exercise does not impact your menstrual cycle. Okay. If you're exercising and you're doing yoga, then there are certain, pelvic now talking about exercises, so exercise will not have a bad impact on your menstrual cycle. Instead, it will make you feel good, and it will help you to ease that menstrual cramps or the pains which many of the girls suffer from. And absenteeism, yes, you should not be shy that you are having your periods, and you should not skip your schools and colleges for it. This is not a disease, neither a disorder. It's just a natural phenomena which all the girls and all the women face. And before I end the video, I'd like to give you one message that don't shame. Don't shame about that you are bleeding and the another person is not bleeding. No, it is not so. Don't shame, talk openly. And if you have any queries, any doubts, not only about menstruation but about a woman's health as a whole, maybe lactation, you're not able to feed your baby, labor, you're not able, you want a natural delivery, so what all exercises and how can you do that, you are always free and you're always welcome to talk to me. Thank you.